Hi, everybody. I forgot to check the audio, but it appears it's working. Ah, thank goodness. Happy Thursday, everyone. Oh, it's a nice day here. It's kind of hot, but it's not crazy hot. Okay? Like we can deal with this. I don't even know what it is. That's how not concerned. Once it gets too hot, then I start watching it every 20 minutes. Oh my God, it's 102. No, it's not 102 today. I'm so glad to be here with you. I am Lisa Harden, coming to you live from the Stamping Zoo in, as I said, a beautiful Boise, Idaho. As you are coming in, please say hello, whether you're watching on replay or live. I welcome you. I welcome you to Stamp and Chat. We're going to have some fun tonight with something that just landed on my porch, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours ago. Some new product for me, and I love it. It was really fun. I played with it after work for, I don't know, a short period of time, enough to have a few projects for you and I to work through together. And it's a success. It's Boho Vibes. It is a suite, and the stamp set's called Sunshine Vibes. Who has it? And what do you think about it? Because I'll be honest, when I saw it, I said, no thanks. You know I'm nothing if I'm not honest with you, right? So I said, no. I even went so far as to say, no, I should know. This is the kiss of death. I even went so far as to say, I definitely don't want that. I'm not interested. And then, I don't know. I kept thinking about it. And then I thought, well, I love rainbows. And I love arcs and all that. And then I kept thinking about it. And then I looked at it. Then I looked at it one more time. And then I was like, okay, I think I want this. And then it showed up. I opened it and I realized, oh my gosh, it's such a gem. So I'm going to show you all the pieces and parts of the suite tonight. And, watch out. Danger, Will Robinson. I think you're probably going to find the same thing that I found, which was this doesn't show very well in the catalog. Our pictures are beautiful, but some things just show better in person, right? Okay, and so then as you are watching me use this Boho Vibes, you may decide that you would like to join one of my online classes. And the class for next month's Jubilee will feature the Boho Vibes. Judy says, hello, Lisa and fries. I like fries. Then she corrected herself. But I kind of knew what you meant. But still, now I have fries in my mind, right? Oh, God, am I going to have to leave here and go get fries? Okay, I think I can make it through tonight's live. Thanks, Kathy Walton. It's just kind of, I'm letting it go back to, I'm letting it go feral. This is what it looks like when I don't do anything. And so I'm letting my hair just go back to where it was. We fight that all our lives and then off and on. And then you get to a certain age and you're like, you know what I really miss? I miss my curly hair. Okay. It was still in there. Every once in a while, I would always wonder if it's still in there. Yeah, it's in there. So anyway, thank you so much. Thank you very kindly. And I'm so happy to be here with all of you. As I said, whether you're live or on replay, I welcome you. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. One of the things that means is that I sell all of these beautiful products we're going to be looking at tonight, plus thousands more. You may have our great annual catalog. If you do not and you would like me to send you a copy, just let me know. I'm happy to do that. You just private message me or send me an email at thestampingzoo@outlook.com. And speaking of, I am so sorry. I owed a couple of you some late night emails last night for tutorials, etc., because there is something going on with that email address in particular where it was just holding on to my emails. It wasn't sending them. So I'm not quite sure if it's fixed, but thank goodness I have a few. I have 2 other emails that I've been sending things from. So if you see that and you're wondering who it is, they both involve my name, so you'll know. But I do apologize because I sent out something that I thought I sent out something on the 12th, and then you all got your recipe cards and no tutorial and no email. And even after I sent it again, you still didn't get it. And I thought, okay, something's going on. I had to do some investigating. So, tech issues. All right. So, what's been going on with you guys this week? That was one thing I wanted to know. And have I asked you this question? I love this question. It's a question that Stephen Colbert asks a lot of his guests. I think it's called the Colbert Questionnaire. Yeah, it is. Okay, and so I want you to put in the comments tonight, what is the best sandwich? I would love to know. Okay? What is, according to you, the best sandwich? I bet everybody has an answer of the best sandwich. I've never met a person who says they don't like sandwiches. Might not be your favorite thing, but we all like some sort of a sandwich. Is a taco a sandwich? Is a hot dog a sandwich? I don't know. You tell me what's the best sandwich, okay? And I will do my part. That's your part, okay? And then my part is I am going to show you all the fun products in the Boho Vibes. I'm going to bring you down to the Desk of Wonder. I don't know. Is it a Desk of Wonder? Not really. But sometimes it is. Sometimes it's, gosh, I wonder where my things are. Okay. Oh, goodness. Looks like we were in a bit of a jimble jumble. Okay, that I've never said that before. Jimble jamble? No. We were in a bit of a mess. I was going to say a bit of an earthquake, and then I was like, no, that's a little much, Lisa. Okay, let's see here. First off, I want to show you this gorgeous card. Just look at this, would you please? I mean, come on. This is from my lovely customer and friend, Carla. I think it's so gorgeous. Look at all this. It deserves a round of applause, doesn't it? And she was talking about how much she liked In Color Club, likes In Color Club. It's still going on. And she loves strawberry slush. So anyway, you did a gorgeous job with this. Don't remember the name of the stamp set, but gosh, I loved it. I think it came out in 2 phases to us. They gave us the stamp set, and then later they added the dies. And so that was really fun. Oh gosh, you know what's going to happen? Between the fries comment earlier and then asking this question, I'm going to be seriously hungry. So I better save this and read the comments later, right? Okay, so anyway, thank you so much, Carla, for the happy mail. It did make me happy. Isn't it funny how that works? I sent out some happy mail myself this week. You should have received the In Color kits. Besides the email not working, then my mailman, I don't know, was on a vacation in his mind and forgot to pick up packages for 2 days at my house. Even after I put a Post-it in the mailbox, I was like, what is going on? So anyway, I left him yet another message, and this time he picked it up. I did not belittle the mailman. I am way above that. But you know what I mean. I was like, okay, come on, guy. Tell me what's going on. So I saw that he picked him up today. Thank goodness. So anyway, 2 In Color kits are still in transit. If you've ordered anything from me in the BOGO sale, everything has been shipped out. And some of you have received your new product as part of that. So I hope you're enjoying it all. And I have lots more. So if you've not already, I did send out a mass email to everyone to join the BOGO group. It's a private Facebook group. But if you did not get that, or if you want something, if you want a specific link resent to you, please let me know. Jean, yes, you're one of them. You were one of the kits. I know. It's been sitting on my doorstep. I'm so mad. So anyway, yes, hopefully you'll get it soon. I will watch the tracking on it, okay? All right, so this is Sunshine Vibes. First of all, take a look at this. These are so fun. Oh, so cute. So cute. So it's, I mean, the dies are obviously all about rainbows, or you could use them as different pieces and parts if you kind of take them alone. I think that they are going to work seamlessly with everyday arches, right? So they're going to fit inside that, or you could cut these off or shorten them to work with those. You can use all sorts of stuff, um, additional products with them, but they're kind of standalone for sure. And then look at this great stamp set. Okay, I think when I saw it in the catalog, I went, okay, whatever. No, you guys, I've been working with it today, and they're so bold and cool that, first of all, just look at this H, okay? Can we just give it a moment? This gives me a real Art Deco feel. And anyway, I love it. It's bold. So immediately I can see that all of these are going to look fantastic with heat embossing. And they're just going to look great with regular ink as well. But, and who doesn't like to be called darling? I mean, come on. I'll send cards to my friends and say hello, darling, or thanks, darling. So I'll really be upgrading my thank you cards. And then here are the muted palette dots. Again, do not show well in the catalog because they're a little more subtle than lots of our other embellishments. But take a look at them. Let me try and get these. They almost look like, there we go. They almost look like epoxy. They're so shiny. And so we've got Daffodil Delight, Petal Pink, Cloud Cover, and Mossy Meadow. And I'm kind of in love with them. Yeah, they're very cool. You can kind of see it. They're shiny. They're even shinier than what you're seeing right now. Is that possible? Yes, it is. So again, these are muted palette dots. Here's its item number if you want to go look them up, add them to a cart. Again, when you shop with me right now, you get to choose an equivalent amount of retired product. All you have to do is pay the shipping to get that to your house, or if you're in the area, you can pick it up from my doorstep for free. The mailman isn't using it, so you may as well. So anyway, okay, I'll stop giving the mailman a hard time, maybe. Anyway, they're gorgeous, and I believe all of this is in stock, so that's good. A lot of things are in stock, you guys. There are just maybe 3 die sets that we are waiting to come back in stock next week. And so, of course, I will let you know. The washi tape, the Extraordinary Flora washi tape, is back in stock, and that was out for a while. So if you all are waiting for that, that's available. Okay, this is a cool set of paper, and I have cut a couple pieces, but 6x6. Again, it's also called Boho Vibes 165144. The colors are Cajun Craze, Cloud Cover, Daffodil Delight, Mossy Meadow, Petal Pink, and Secret Sea. I think we get 6. Now I've messed this one up. Let's see. Let me try and count. You get 6 of each pattern, which is different, right? We usually get 4 or 8. Well, you get 6. So that's like the equivalent of 1.5 12x12 sheets, right? And then just look at these. They're great. They're groovy, right? They're groovy. They're boho, and that hand-drawn feel, the organic lines, the color combinations, all of that is leading us right to that boho. All you need is a piece of macrame sitting beside this, and you get the same feel. So we have all these cool hand-drawn pieces, and oh, there's a zigzag. They threw in a zigzag. Okay, and then this, I love this with the multicolored kind of dashes. This shape mimics the shape of one of the stamps. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, here's this one. It has sunbursts or starbursts, I guess, which also mimics one of the stamps. And let's see what else we have. Now that I got that back in order, that was going to keep me up at night. Oh, very fun. I really do like this one. It's very cool. And then just some more subdued. I've seen people cutting these out and putting them on the edge of their cards. So, and see how it's not like a solid bright image. It's they've kind of knocked it down and, like I said, kept it kind of more organic, more boho. Okay, there's that pattern again. Ooh, this one's fun. This is, again, it's bringing in all the shapes from the dies, or, you know, which came first, the paper or the dies. I don't know. It doesn't matter. And so anyway, that is what the paper looks like. Stunning. If you're just in love with the paper, then buy the paper, add it to, you know, add your sentiment stamp set and an embellishment. You can add the muted palette dots, and then you're there. That one's really fun, isn't it? I think it has all of them. It has all of the colors, and this will be really good. This is Mossy Meadow. Be really good to have patterns pop, or have your focal points pop, your die cuts and your stamps. So that is the paper, and you saw the muted palette dots. These are the dies. I think there are 11 dies and 11 stamps, and it is a really great price point. I think it's $65 for the whole thing. Let's take a look-see here. Consult your hymnal. This one's actually in the catalog. I kind of forget nowadays, you guys, what's in the catalog and what's online, right? And does it really matter? No. You can find everything online, but these are in the catalog. And so it starts on page 61. And you get lots of great ideas here. They've even taken one of them as a focal, or as a, you know, a little decorative piece in a frame. Tags, all sorts of fun things. And then here again are all of the pieces and parts. And you can order this with one item number. The whole, yeah, it's $63.50. That is great. And then just add some linen thread, because of course it looks like the rest of the suite. So I can see why they didn't add a specific ribbon or trim with it, because we already have linen trim. Perfect. Okay, and so there it is. And then look, we've got all these pieces. Oh, that's probably where I saw somebody cutting the designer series paper. So anyway, and then this one's great. This is a great effect. So one of the dies cuts out these negative arcs, and then you can either fill it in with the pieces and parts, or you can just have it feature designer series paper right behind it. Beautiful. And then here is one where they have taken the outline die cut. Again, I'll show you that shortly. And you can see that then they have filled it in with all the different arcs. And I love all of the choices that we have in that. So again, this is what the dies look like. So you've got this one that has kind of these really rough looking hearts, just little dots, zigzags, slashes, dashes. And then I love this one. It's so clever, isn't it? How it's just greenery and then it makes the arc. Okay, so we are going to make a couple of cards with that tonight. And then the other thing that I really wanted to talk about tonight that came in my order is I finally ordered the Party Banners dies. They're right here. This is actually a bundle. And the bundle is $125. Yes, you heard me right. But it's very large. And the party alphabet dies, if you purchase them separately, they're $99. Please keep in mind, they are the largest one is 2 15/16, so about 3 inches tall by 1.5 inches wide. They're very large. You can use them for cards. Okay, it looks like you can get about 3 on a card, or 3 in on the front of a bag in a tag. But you can also have them really large for a banner that you want to, you know, to impress and surprise and delight your friends and family. So let's take a look at those. Okay, the dies themselves are 40. I just bought the dies for now. I am sure I will want the letters once I have the dies. But again, the dies are 40, which I think is a great price. You get 20 of these shapes, 20 of these mostly nested shapes, and then you get hole punches basically for the center, or if you want to string them as a banner. Okay, this will cut holes in the corners of the banners, and then these are for reinforcements if you want to make it very pretty and functional too. So here's the deal. There are 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. 14 banners. And see how the shape is like just a little customized there. So it's not straight, kind of a curve. Okay, all of these down will fit on a card base. So 9 of them, if my math is correct, you can use 9 of these banner dies on a card front. You can also, I just saw, I think the company put out marketing that they made a little bag out of these dies. And so they are perfect for 3D. Obviously, you can make a banner, but we always, as card makers, want to know, can we put these on a card? Most of them fit on a card front, okay? And then, of course, since they're nested, you can do all sorts of fun things with that. And so one thing, this is the first card I made, just playing with it, all right, is I had the gorgeous stamps in front of me. And this paper is coming out in the mini catalog that goes live to customers in September. I have it because it was part of the event called Creativity Now. I took the stamp, I took this stamp, and I used it just a tiny bit over here. Then I nested 3 of those banner dies and finally brought in the hello and this little starburst shape, I guess. And I just think it's adorable, okay? Look at that. And then here are a couple of other pieces. See, this is one of the stamps that either the designer series paper, you know, the pattern is taken from the designer series paper or it's used in the paper and the stamps. So I know, Jan, I am going to look up that tutorial, and if I feel like it's something we can do here online for a class, then we will do that. Okay, oh, I wanted to look up, KZ, you asked me when demonstrators can order from the catalog, and I just want to make sure. I have too many dates in my mind because there's so many fun things going on right now in my Stampin' Up! World. So on July 30th, we can look at the online version of the catalog. Okay, it probably goes live at noon, but that part's a guess. So it goes live to customers to view on the 30th. And then we can order on Tuesday the 5th of August. Okay, and then customers can order September 3rd. And that's going to be the September to December mini catalog. So you know it's going to be all about fall and all the fall holidays, winter holidays, Christmas, and everything, you know, everything around that time. And so I can't wait. Now, anyway, but I know that this suite will be in there. We've talked about it before, so I won't go through it. But it's got some really versatile patterns on paper. And so this is largely a Christmas suite. It has dies of doves, but still our paper is so versatile that we can do it. All right. Anyway, hope you like that. I think that the banner dies are a really cool shape. They're very eye-catching. And so think about, you know, you don't have to purchase everything all at once, but if you do save 10%, which is quite a bit for this one, right? So if you purchase them separately, it's going to be $139. And if you purchase them in the same order, it will be $125. This is on page 86 of the catalog, or at any time, you can just pop on over to thestampingzoo.com, hit the Shop Now tab, and look up party. And this will come up, okay? Or party banners, whatever you'd like. So I definitely wanted to show those off because they're just kind of funny, right? They're so large. So this card is a little over 10 inches long and a little over at 6 3/4 by 10. So they're not going to fit on my magnet sheet. But all of them except for one fit on my magnet sheet. But then it was too much. It was too, I was like, no, they're just going to have they're just going to have to stay in their own original packaging, which it's so nice that we get such nice vinyl envelopes for all of our products. So there they are, everybody. Who has them? Who's been playing with them? Who was interested in knowing what they looked like up close and personal? There you go. Okay, I've got a couple of, like I said, a couple of pieces and parts here that I really just started with my idea because I hate to freeze, deer in the headlights. You know how nervous I am in front of you guys. So anyway, I started a few ideas, but I didn't finish them. And oh gosh, I'm sure somebody's probably already done this. I think I kind of took this idea from something in the catalog. Oh, and again, if you're just joining us or, coming in after the initial greeting, tonight's question is, what is your favorite? No, that's not right. What is the best sandwich? That's how you have to ask it, because that's how Colbert asks it. So, what is the best sandwich? Thank you so much for sharing, Della. And Della reminds me to please remind you, if you're enjoying this, or maybe if you're not, please share it with your friends and subscribe, like, all the things. Lots of extra subscribers over on YouTube this week. Hey, YouTubers, thank you so much for subscribing. And if you haven't already, jump on over to YouTube and subscribe. First of all, because you never know what's going to go wacky with Facebook. And in the case that happens, then you can easily find me over on YouTube. And likewise, it just all depends on software. I'm at the whim of software and platforms that I don't own. So you can usually find me one of two places. Okay, so here's my thought. We're going to make a shaker card, a shaker element out of the flip flaps. Have you played with the flip flaps? We've played with them a few times here. They are, they're a memory keeping item that carried over from the inventory of Close to My Heart. We're so happy to have them. I think there's 3 or maybe 4 different sizes. And I do believe I have the 3x4s. I kind of just threw them all in the same envelope at one point. Yeah. So I have a 3x4 here. And I want to make a shaker element that is going to kind of serve as the front panel of this card. I don't quite know how to close that. I've thought about it in my mind. Now let's see if it actually works. Okay. Ooh, Sarah says BLT plus AC, avocado and cheddar, in case you didn't know. Okay, so I've got a basic white thick card base. Let's get through the easy part first. And then this paper is Petal Pink, and it is from the Color Family Designer Series papers. Okay, so it's from the Subtles Designer Series paper pack. I don't want to glue that down first because I think I'm going to end up hiding this underneath there and then having it come down like this. This is my thought, okay, with a white rainbow. So I die cut all of the pieces and parts in white. And I can see myself once I get started with this, I can see myself taking, 20 minutes to die cut these elements in 4 or 5 different colors, these colors, and then just having an envelope full of those to kind of use them like paper dolls, right? So once I get that done, then I'll really have a lot. But I just wanted to start with white. I thought that will be a really fun way to show off the paper. So what I have in here is I have a 3x4 piece of paper. Okay, I wanted to use this. And then because I didn't want that pattern in there, I cut a 3x4 piece of basic white. Okay, basic white card base. This is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so we just need to think about the construction and probably our sentiment. So this is going to flip up, right? So it's going to be the front panel of the card, and then it's just going to flip up. And this will be where our sentiment is. And, you know, I already told you I was kind of stuck on the word darling. And so I think it'll be cute to just say, hello, darling. But you can also put sending good vibes. You know, this would not be, I would not call my boss darling or something, but I would definitely give it to a friend. I would give it to my mom. So I think there are lots of people. And if you're not calling people darling, then I challenge you. Start calling people darling, and what they probably will do is smile. Again, use it appropriately. Use it safely, okay? Don't walk up to strangers and call them darling. You'll not get the right response. But for people you know, okay? All right, so I kind of want to use petal pink, but maybe we can choose one other color to go with petal pink, okay? Because the rainbow is going to be white. Let's take a look and see what the Magic 8 Ball suggests, i.e. the color coach. You can find this color coach as a PDF. Guess where? At thestampingzoo.com. Nope, nope, and nope. I don't like any of that. That was easy. Okay, Eclipse of Coral is always kind of fun, and it's a little bit darker, but it's not disruptive. Let's try that. Okay. All right, so darling. I think I should do, or I'm going to do, the longest word first, just for the heck of it. And I'm not planning on writing anything else on this card except for hello, darling. But we could, of course, use any of those images. And the images are going to need to be, the stamps are going to need to be their own video altogether, because there's going to be so many different ways to use these bold shapes, right? You can see right away there's could be a rising sun. You can make a full circle. This could be a moon, you know, you could put it sideways with rays coming out, or you could just put all the shapes together. There's a card in the catalog where they've done that. They haven't used the rainbow at all. They've just used these different stamped shapes. And again, they're just so bold and I don't want to say in your face, but they're just out there, right? Make no mistake, you will have so much fun stamping with these. You definitely want to prime these stamps, as I've shown you before, either with the, by rubbing the high polymer eraser on across the surface and then scrubbing it with a fair amount of pressure on your chamois, or using a light sanding block. You know the drill. Okay, well, I lied. I am not going to just use the words because, well, I wouldn't be me, would I? Okay, I want to do this. Now we'll do this in petal pink. I'm trying to really rein in the colors because I just want the shape of all of the beautiful, you know, the different pieces of the rainbow. I really want that to be our focal point. Oh, I also want to see what this looks like. Yeah. Cool. Okay, good. I was going to go with 2 stamps. I stopped at 1. It was just too good. All right. So then that's going to sit in the back and in the flip up part. And you can actually, you might want to make this card for your romantic darling. If you have one, they would love it. You have to remember how you're going to fold this up. And so then that's how the words need to face. Because what you don't want to do is get this all adhered and made into a shaker and then, goodness gracious, have the words upside down. Oopsie, that sounds just like something I would do. The cool thing about these flip-flops, well, one of the cool things, is their measurements. So when this is 3 by 4, you cut paper that's 3 by 4. The external measurements of these is a little bit wider, and the measurements are a little bit, what do I want to say? The measurements on the flip-flop label are the same measurements as the cardstock that fits in them. So you don't have to trim them down or anything like that, okay? So that's how this is going to go. Now, I want the rainbow's going to be on the front. The shaker part is going to be on the inside. Here's what we're going to use. The loose shaker elements. These, the last time I used them was with the pig, okay? Oh, it kind of hurts my eyes. This is very bright, is it not? Because it's iridescent. It's going to be beautiful. There's all sorts of different shapes in there. Looks just like a little birthday party. I think, but see, these don't adhere like at the top here. They only adhere on the flap. And so if you don't do something, all of your stuff will fall out. But I think I have a remedy, tear and tape, okay? So again, if you guys have done this or anything, let me know, because I don't know. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? Here's what I'm thinking. We definitely don't want to pull that adhesive off or attach it to the card or anything else. I am going to pull this out just a little bit, okay? And then I'm going to put the tear and tape on, but not pull the sticky part off yet. So you guys can learn from me. Let's see. You cut all the pieces from white. Oh yeah, exactly, Judy. Judy says she sometimes cuts all the pieces from white and then colors with markers or blends. Absolutely. Okay, you know what? Speaking of that, give me just one moment. I have got to pull a file, and it may freeze the screen, but don't go away. All right? It's the computer's thinking, and it needs all of its strength to think about that. But I forgot to grab my cool graphics for tonight. So, are you still with me? I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. Okay. I think you guys are still there. Yes? Let's hope. It restarts the timer, but I think we got it. Okay. I don't want to continue with the shaker part until I see if you guys are on. I believe you are. Somebody give me a comment. Can you see me and hear my voice? I hope so. Or down. There we go. Okay. So I'm so sorry. I forgot to grab my graphics, and I have a lot of fun things to talk with you about. Well, not a lot, but some. And so, okay, here we go. I am going to, at this point, I'm going to try to be gingerly, put some of these on there, and then slide this down. Okay, and then, looking good so far. Now that that's in there, I feel like I can let those fall to the bottom. And yeah, there's some static, but that's okay because I want some of these clinging to the top. So that's where they're sitting, and then this is tear and tape that I have run there. Now, I want you to get out the extra long pokey tool. Actually, you might not have this. So this is the take your pick tool, and we have a couple of different add-ons. This is one of the add-ons. It has like the rotary blade, and we have, oh, Jeanne, I'm not sure. We have the rotary blade. We have the, I don't know, it looks like a dental tool, and then this thing, and I love this thing. So I'm just going to burnish it a little bit, make sure it's on there. And then, unfortunately, I had to do this in 2 pieces. So I'm going to try to get the backing paper off of this in one fell swoop, and then, yes. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I think it worked, you guys. Thank you, Judy, for the confirmation. I think it worked. Shall we give it a test? Oh gosh. Okay. So there we go. It wasn't that hard after all. You just have to remember the different steps. So I don't want to get cocky. I might forget the next time. Okay. So fun. Okay. So now let's take the white pieces and let's see what we might like. They do have a certain order that they go, but here's the deal. You can die cut this, and then you can cut different colors and piece them back in, okay, into the arc. Come here now. So you can piece them back in. Then it also cuts out all of the different pieces separately, of course. Or you can cut out just one large outline shape, because this, so you can just cut this out as a different color and then layer the arc pieces on top of it, okay? You can die cut this one and you will end up getting this shape, okay? So that comes from this, but you have to include this as well, or else this will just cut it out of whatever paper you're using. And we are going to try that technique with the next card. And then of course you just get, you know, traditional die cuts with all of these. So I love how they gave us so much versatility. Like, how did they even think of that? I don't know. That's why I'm here and they're in Salt Lake. I know. It's so cute. Okay, so again, I got to figure out, I could pull up a catalog. Okay, but let's get the different shapes. Some of these are just straight, right? Because when you cut this, you get every color or every arc just kind of no design on them. Now these would be perfect, Judy, for taking the blends and coloring them whatever color you want, right? Then you don't have to worry about having 15 different arcs for you cut in Lost Lagoon. Well, it wouldn't be 15, it'd be like 7, but you get my point. Okay, and that may be what I end up doing in Zubilee Crafty Card Kit, right? So Zubilee is a kit that I design every month that goes out the door. And by the way, you've not received your videos yet because Miss Harden has been running to stand still this week, I swear. But I am going to start recording videos tomorrow after work, and it will probably be a really fun but late night. And I need to record videos for In Color Club too that I think you will enjoy. So, okay, I am going to take the time to pop these out because it is all about the pattern. Okay, I hope Jan, did your volume come back? I think it was probably going in and out because I was trying to grab some graphics. Because, you know, I'm weird that way. I'm last minute. I'm last minute Lisa. Not all the time, but you know, I have a day job they expect me to be active at. And okay, that's really cute. And then I'm just always thinking about all this fun stuff. Okay, now I believe we have it. I didn't really think that through because I'm gonna have to glue this to be really smart if you cut this out of adhesive sheet, because I'm gonna have to glue this to clear. Yeah, that may not work out. I may have to die cut it out of adhesive sheet. What a nut. Okay, then this one must go in there. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. It's that one. Then these go in like this. Come on, Stampin' Up! It's so beautiful. I mean, look at this. Is that not great? Whoever thought of this is a paper crafting genius. I don't know. This might be an extra. Okay? Now just hold on. Don't go anywhere because I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to grab another piece of white and put some adhesive sheet on it because, you know, we got this far and I'm frankly shocked that our shaker card element was a success, but I need some adhesive sheet on this paper or I'm not going to be able to glue this beautiful rainbow down. So adhesive sheet, cardstock. This is 4 by 5 1/4, just something I had pre-cut for a card layer. So I'm going to cut my adhesive sheet layer slightly smaller, usually just like an 1/8, 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then don't be scared of using the adhesive sheets. Yeah, probably the first time I used them, they ended up on my hands, but they don't have to, okay? So one side will have perforations at every 2-inch intervals, by the way. That helps you sometimes if you just need a little slice and you're cutting with the scissors. Okay, so I took a piece off. The shiny piece stays on one side or the other. Don't put your hand on it, but if you do, it's all right. Just try again. You get lots of sheets of adhesive sheet in the order. Now see, those two came off together as one piece. And then just put it down flat on the paper. Then I'm going to put the dies on the other side. Okay, now you're not going to watch that, but you're going to hear it. And don't be scared because I'm not leaving. Sit here and admire our beautiful rainbow. I mean, that's better than I even thought it was going to be. How about that? That does not always happen. Sometimes you go, well, that wasn't the best idea, but that's part of the fun of our paper crafting, isn't it? It's just playing. We're playing with paper, just like paper dolls, like I told you. Only they aren't dolls today. They are rainbows, shapes, and arcs. And so I'm really excited to design the next Zubilee class with this. I think we can really play off of these shapes and the colors, and we can make things with these dies that are just focusing on the shapes and not so much the rainbow. We can do it in traditional colors instead of following along with the colors in the designer series paper. I mean, possibilities are endless. And these are not fiddly dies at all. They're quite easy. As you can see here, they're just kind of popping out. Oops, that one's losing its backing. Just hold on, mister. Where's my magnet? That's not good. Oh, it must be under this situation. Let me bring all this over here so I can show you. Take your pick tool is always handy, right? And so, did anyone tell me if they have this already? Or were you like me? Were you like, I don't think so. I don't think I need that. Famous words. I tell you, I should know by now. And I do know this. When I say that, when I say like with conviction, nope, don't need it, doesn't appeal to me. I should just put it in the cart right then because it's going to end up being like one of my favorites. It just happens. Okay. I was so sure. I was so sure about this one. Nope. Guess what happened? Okay, now I'm going to keep this. Obviously, there's lots of room for me to cut out all sorts of different elements from these, you know, more rainbows, etc. This has adhesive sheet on it, right? So it's a sticker in the making. All right, let me get that out of here. And let's see, it looks like we have a couple more that need to come out of the dies. these, of course. All right. And so how's everyone's weather this week, you guys? I just haven't been keeping up on it, and it's been pretty good here. Oh, that one's adhesive sheet came right off. Anyway, it's been pretty good, and I hate to even mention it, but we have not had smoke from forest fires here yet, or hopefully never, but yet. So I haven't paid attention. So I hope there's nothing too wild going on out there. I hope it's just kind of, predictable and okay for everybody. All right. This is the one that is going to end up getting, I don't know, we'll use it for something else. But I want to bring in pieces with adhesive. It's confusing because everything's white. I thought that'd be a great idea. And I'm just going to start peeling these off. When I do that, lots of these little pieces will come out. They look, I guess they kind of look like hearts, but they more than that kind of look like arrows, don't they? And some of these pieces will come out. Some will not. They want to torture me. And then I will just take your pick tool. Here's what I do. I put my finger on the back of it, let it stick to my finger, and then press on those. And then they should stick to my finger. Okay? So there's that first one. And this is going to be the most important one as far as placing it, because then everything else will just follow. But the cool thing with adhesive sheet is if you have a few seconds to like move it around. So don't worry too much. I'm kind of just looking at the left and the right side. Whoa now. That one got a little crooked. How about no? Oh, there, it was perfect. I just need to let it go into place. Okay, so it's kind of looking at the left and right and then the bottom margin, okay? And then this will get better. Uh-oh, Roz says they're melting in Florida. Oh, man. Melting in Florida. Very, very high 90s. Oh, with the heat index, it's 106. I can't even. Ick. Oh, I think the branches are the next things to go in there. So let's hold off on those. I think this one is I want to almost make a shape or create a space for those branches, because if I don't have constraints, I'm not quite sure that I can get those placed properly. Well, that doesn't sound very fun, Roz. It sounds like a lot of, if I recall, I saw a beautiful picture of all the grandkids in the pool. That looked very nice. Your pool looks delicious. Not to eat, but just to be in. And then, and thunderstorms, ick. We get those too. We get them a lot in August, it seems like, but all they really do is make a big mess. And yeah, they're like dry thunderstorms. Yours probably are not, but no, they're not. You got 3 inches of rain yesterday. It's a swamp down there. It's a tropical swamp. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, now which one is your favorite arc, you guys? Kind of thinking that zigzag is mine. Not sure yet, but I'm thinking zigzag. This one reminds me of a horseshoe. Who grew up with horses? Or, I mean, it's probably not that hard. This looks like the nails. They wouldn't be that close, but you know what I mean. Just remind you of these funny things. Okay, this one, super cute too. All right, all sorts of shapes. We have plenty of room to see those super sparkly. Oh, super sparkly. Okay, you guys need to go over here for just a minute. get out the way because I will use you later. Okay, perfecto. All right, now that's adorable. Can I just say that? I know I made it, but you know, when I make something cute, I'm willing to say it. Okay, love it. Hello, darling. I can't wait to give this thing away. All right, so again, we're going to place this so that it flips over the DSP. I want you to take your bone folder, in this case, when you're using the flip-flops this way, and they're kind of they're already pre-scored, if you will, but you need to give it even more of a score so that it will lay flat and not fight you. Don't you fight me now. Whoops. I was trying to be pretty cavalier with that. Okay, you're going to take this, and I'm going to use the grid on my glass mat to kind of guide me here as to the evenness. But it's 4 inches wide or so, and you're putting it onto the 5.5. I got to make sure. Okay, we're there. See, I did that. All right. And then finally, we're going to bring in this paper, and this. The flowers are beautiful, but we're not about the flowers right now. We are just about a subtle background. And so that's why you want to have the Color Families Designer Series papers, so that you've always got just the right thing. Let me make sure. Nope. Urge. Come up, please. Oh, it didn't want to come off of that. Okay, I need to hover a little bit more. It was too low. In fact, let me look this way. I was catching a glare, folks. Is it that, or is it just that my eyes are getting old? No, I was catching a glare. Okay. Look at this. So sweet. It's so sweet. Come on. I'm in love with that. I'm not doing anything else to it. I might put something on the inside. Let's see. Again, we've got these really cool little doodads, zigzags, this and that. So let's take this one and put it on the inside. Let's run it up the side here. What, Jean? I'm gonna have to go back a couple of comments. She's talking about Conway Twitty. I'm not quite sure what you guys are talking about. Are you talking about my singing? I hope not. Okay, here we go. Well, thanks, Lori. Lori was kind enough and patient enough, at least officially, she was patient enough to be the one to tell me, nope, you think you're sending me an email, but I'm not getting it, friend. Still not getting it. So I appreciate that. You were very helpful. I'm sure you thought I was losing my mind, and that's debatable, but the emails were not going through. So annoying. I'm not trying to line these up on purpose, okay? Don't try to line them up, because again, this is a hand-drawn design. So it's not going to be straight, even if you wanted it to be. And then there is our shaker bits with the hello, darling. I love it. Okay. Card 1, what do you think? Does that give you some ideas yourself? And you can really see the rainbow shapes on this, can't you? So cute. So, so cute. Okay, let me clean this little shape, image. I don't know. I love it when we have all these fun, like, different, you know, you could use this shit. You could use any of these, really, with any other sentiment sets. So this is one of those stamp sets where you're like, oh, yeah, where's that one weird shape? Oh, right. It's in Sending Vibes. Okay. And so, without further ado, let me bring in those those beautiful graphics that I wanted to show you earlier because I have some fun things coming for you. As always, please remember that you earn 10% back on all orders over $20 or $20 and over. Those rewards sit in your own personal bank. You can see your balance at any time when you log into your account, and they are good for a year. I think if someone gifts some things to you, gifts rewards to you, they are only good for 6 months, but still, I mean, that's great. You know how many orders I place in 6 months? You don't? Okay, well, that's good because I'm not telling you. But anyway, you get lots of cool rewards back to spend on your future orders. And who doesn't love rewards? I know I do. All right, the reward you earn from me with a $30 minimum order every month is exclusive access to the Llama Lounge. The Llama Lounge is a video that comes direct to you, and it is all about different techniques. Now, I just began this free offer last month, and we talked all about re-inkers and all sorts of things you can do with the re-inkers. And so I just want you to know that this is available to all of you. Again, simply by placing a $30 or more order with with the Stamping Zoo. Okay, Jenny, don't steal my thunder. I'm coming. Guess what? It is free shipping. You guys, you still have free shipping today and tomorrow. That is an 11% discount. Nobody likes to pay for shipping. And now you don't have to. You need to place an order of $75 or more. But once you do that, your shipping is free. And I'm going to give you free on top of that because you would earn access to the Llama Lounge, correct? As well as an equivalent amount of BOGO from me for free. I still have probably at least 100 items in my BOGO sale. And, you know, if you ask me nicely, I can dig something else out of my treasures. So anyway, please keep that in mind when you shop with me today and tomorrow. You will get free shipping, and then you will always earn for now, you will earn the chance to shop the BOGO until I'm not doing it anymore. Okay? So please get those orders ready and get them in the next couple of days because, again, you save 11%. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Okay, you guys. So Paper Pumpkin for August. Listen up. Please don't skip it because some of you skipped July's and then look what happened. Okay, you missed the strawberries, which are like the best. But next month is all about florals and seeing florals in unexpected places. I don't know. Is there going to actually be a typewriter in the kit? I'm not sure, but I hope so. In any case, it is Stampin' Up's all-inclusive subscription kit. You can subscribe to that simply by clicking the link that is down in the description of this video. Would love to have you as a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. Again, it is an all-inclusive kit. You need nothing. So if you've never stamped before, this is a great opportunity to dip your toe into the hobby and see if you would enjoy it. It is $25. That includes the shipping, and all you might need is a pair of scissors. And so anyway, I just want you to keep that in mind. It's going to be a great one, and it's going to have 2 stamp sets instead of just 1 stamp set. So they're throwing an extra bonus in there as well. I know, Jenny, you know that I know you were teasing me. And likewise. Okay, this is the graphic that I showed you earlier in the catalog. I just wanted you to be aware that the party banner dies are sold as part of a bundle if you would like the letters as well, but you can purchase either of them separately, so they don't have a stamp set with them. This is the bundle, okay? $125 sold as a bundle, and separately the party banner dies are $40 and the alphabet is $99. All right. Oh, this is so fun. I just finalized the date and the location on this week. I'm going to have a Super Saturday event, you guys. So it's going to be, it's in Boise here. So if you are in the area or would like to be, on September 20th from 10 to 5, we are going to meet, greet, eat, and craft and laugh. Okay? You're going to paper craft all day with new holiday themed kits that I curate and design for you. Of course, we're going to be using all new products from the September to December mini catalog. There will be games and prizes. There will be giveaways and raffles. There will be laughing, stories. What happens at Super Saturday stays at Super Saturday. Okay? Please keep this in mind. I cannot well, please keep this in mind, and you can register today simply by depositing $25, which can be refunded to you and will be applied to your registration. But it more than anything, it just helps me kind of get a head count. That helps me when I'm planning the designing, how detailed or not detailed I can go, as well as letting the event space know. I'm trying to get the biggest space possible. And so if I can tell them, like, yes, I have, X number of deposits on hand, then they will give me the bigger space. Okay. So if you're thinking about coming, please sign up. And then absolutely you can have your deposit back if something comes up, for a certain amount of time. But I will have the finalized pricing and the details of which kits I'm going to use after I have a chance to look at the catalog. Okay. So it will probably be mid-April. I'm going to do it, or I'm sorry, God, mid-August. I'm going to get it done as soon as I can and get those things nailed down, and then I will bring it. I will bring this to you as another registration. So anyway, it's going to be great. It's going to be so fun. And I just ate at Smoky Mountain with my book club last night. It's delicious. You got to have the chipotle, shrimp, and penne. No, everything that we eat there is really good. So please think about joining in on that. And then finally, here's what we've been talking about tonight, the Boho Vibes Suite. So I'm creating a class with it because I create a Zubilee online crafty kit for you every month. And this month, or August, will feature what we've been working with tonight. You need to register for this by August 5th. You can choose to register for this as a month-to-month subscription or as a single month purchase. You can still cancel or pause the subscription at any time, but if you do choose to stick with the subscription for 6 consecutive months, you receive a goodie bag at the end of the 6 months full of all sorts of fun things. And let's see, the last 6 months, it was one of our kits and all sorts of tools that I use that are not Stampin' Up! Products. So that was kind of fun to put that together for you. And also, I give you a little break on purchasing the bundle for me. So all of my cards will be designed using the Sunshine Vibes bundle. Now, you can choose to use something else in your stash. You can purchase the bundle from yourself. But if you purchase it from me at the time that you register, the cost is $43 and I will pay the shipping and tax. Okay? Now, something else changed that makes it really easy to register for or to purchase that bundle, in that I don't have to send you a specific link anymore per Stampin' Up! Guidelines. So if you use the link that's in the description of this video, that will offer you the option of adding on the bundle at that time. Okay? It's going to include the muted dots. It includes about $25 of Stampin' Up! Product plus 5 card kits and 1 project kit. You get to craft right along with me, okay, with my videos, which are forthcoming, Deborah. Starting tomorrow after work, I'll be recording them. Thank you for asking. And yes, so I put videos together and a PDF tutorial, as well as colored still photos, all the good stuff for you to get the most out of your crafty time and budget. I do respect both. And I appreciate you for shopping with me so much. You don't even know. Well, you do know because I just told you. I appreciate you as a customer so much and a viewer. And if you're just, coming in for 5 or 10 minutes to say hi to everybody, I appreciate that too. It's all good stuff. It all helps the Stamping Zoo grow and reach more stampers and crafters. And so, anyway, I just wanted to pop in and tell you that. And let's see here. Speaking of popping in, I guess I can pop in right up here. Okay, so let's make card number 2. I don't know if it's going to top this one. So let's see. I've kind of even forgotten what was my idea. Oh, I know what my idea was now. So we're going to kind of capitalize on that idea that was in the catalog of die cutting the rainbow out of this and then having a really cool piece of designer series paper behind it. Okay, so the die that does that is this one without the outside frame. So if you don't use the outside frame, it will not cut out as an individual piece. Well, hello, Madison. It will only cut out like this, like the shapes, into whatever shape paper you want. Now for this, because I do want this to be somewhat straight, right? I'm going to go ahead and tape it in place. I don't think you'd really have to, but let's just. All right, I'm going to run this through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Yes, we sell the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine as well. You can purchase it in the regular size or the mini size. Now, I don't know. You could not do this kind of thing in the mini because the paper, the mini deck is only like 3 3/4 wide. So keep that in mind. But you can cut out, like I'd say 85 to 90% of our dies with the mini. So cute, right? And so if that is something that, again, it's a way to kind of like dip your toes into the world of die cutting, because all these different tools, they kind of take your crafting to a different level, right? So all you really need are stamps, inks, and paper. Everything else is gravy. But we like gravy. Yes. Oh, sorry, I yelled that. Can you tell I grew up on biscuits and gravy? Shocker. Oh, hey, thank you. What do you think? Kind of fun, right? Okay, so then this is how this is going to be. This is Daffodil Delight because Daffodil Delight is one of the colors in the paper. I also forgot to use these on our rainbow card. We'll decorate at the end, okay? We'll put the jewelry on the ladies at the end. Now the hardest part is just deciding which paper you want in here. I mean, this, I think, is going to be it. I can tell you right now. Madison, did you save some lives today? Madison's a nurse. Oh, see, and you can choose like all these different pieces and places and parts and all that. So we're going to put a tag on this. I took this idea from the catalog. And so we're going to put a tag on this with the sentiment. And so I want the color. I want to use a different color for the tag. And I want it to be in the background paper. Kind of am liking that. Okay, that's a possibility. All right. You could also, now this is where, we're featuring this paper tonight, of course, right? But you could put any kind of paper back behind this. Oh, you were off today. Oh my gosh. Very nice. Okay, I want, like, that's not going to do it justice. Oh, but we could use that. Let's see. These are like really big swaths of color. We don't get enough. Nope, that's going to be for something else. Okay. It's fun to look. Oh, curvy. I think that's going to be too much. It's going to be curvy with arcs. No. Cutouts. The diagonal could look interesting, but I don't know if I can commit to all one color. When you guys see something that you like, you can give me a bunch of thumbs up. Rapid fire the thumbs up emoji, okay? And that's how I'm going to know. It'll catch my eye. It'll also be really good for the channel. Okay, that's cool. I think we can do better, but it's cool. You know, if you're somebody like, don't scare me with all that color, then you can just do that. Oh, I'm sorry. Every piece of paper I'm like inspired by. That doesn't have very much yellow in it though. I want a little more yellow. Pink, we already used that. Can't use it again. That's kind of interesting. Let's see if this pattern even computes. Oh, it's kind of cool. But again, it's only one color, even though it's Secret C, which you know is my favorite new color. Let's see what these stripes look like. They might not work, but they're kind of fun. Kind of. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. What do you guys think? Okay, I'm going to narrow it down, and then I'm going to need to see some voting. Okay, so I'm kind of liking that. Uh-oh. Okay, that's it. Because remember, we get 6 sheets of this paper, so we do not have as many designs as you might have in another one. Okay, I want to know, do you want to go with, this is number 1, okay? This is number 1, or number 2. 1 or 2. And I do think I'm going to leave an outside border of the paper, if that matters to you. 1 or 2. Turn that yellow stripe this way. Oh, that's kind of cool. 1, 2. Okay, whoever gets to, whichever number gets to 5 first. Okay, we could turn this one also for that matter. It would totally change the look, wouldn't it? Oh, groovy, baby. This is, what was that guy's name? You know, Mike Myers. Groovy, baby. Him. It's his paper. It's his suite. Oh, goodness. You're flying. Here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, number ones, 4, 5 number ones. But what do we get? How many 2s do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got to 2 first, but 1 was, that tells me that both are a good choice. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're doing the broad stripes, more colors. Now, I do kind of like this vertical look because you expect it to go that way, right? And so, does that drive you crazy? Now you just have to say, well, how am I going to know? Do you like 1 or 2? Okay, 1. This is like the eye doctor. Vote 1 or 2. Yes, on vertical is what Casey says. I know, I'm kind of liking that too. And then we have lots of choices. We could use, well, I do love how that pink pops out of there, but I hate to feature pink again. I would like to feature a Secret C. Let's see if we can get, it reminds me of the Mediterranean. Okay, vertical. You guys are saying vertical. Got it. There's no wrong answer. So don't feel bad if your number didn't get chosen. Okay, I do like this one with the dots, the little cloud-covered dots. I think we can get that. Well, we can get it, but then I can't have a border. That's okay. All right, so this, I cut this kind of squirrely too. I was guessing. I looked at a picture in the catalog and I was just kind of guessing. So I cut it 3 7/8 by 5. a little bit higher or a little bit wider margin on the top and the bottom. Okay, since I cut it that way, and you can't cut this designer series paper much smaller than that, I'm going to cut it. Okay, I got to make sure I get the right piece. I'm going to cut it 4 7/8. We can go 4 and, let me make sure this is 5. It is 5. Okay, we can go 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. Okay, and again, I need to make sure. Okay. I believe that works. Whoa, looks like some pants from Sears, doesn't it? You were a child of the 70s. Your pants probably look like this. That is so fun. And I think it's really kind of hard to determine what's going on here when you're first looking at this. You don't have to have it this big either. You can actually, you know, cut a little bit less. We're going to go with it in the interest of time. And you don't want to go too small because you do want to put some glue around where this is going to be. So I'm going to glue the back of this. Haven't thought this out, so I want to make sure I'm not messing it up. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here and there in the negative spots of the arc. Okay, just let the gravity work with you. Gravity is your friend in this case, not in general. Don't ask me how I know. And then we want to make sure. Now, since I really want to focus on that, getting that secret C in there, I want to look at this from the top because I can trim the excess if I want. Okay. Oh, very nice. We got it. That worked out. And then I'm just going to put that right there for a minute. Okay, and then look at this. Perfect. It's so beautiful. I love it. We're going to use it for the inside. Let me see if I have another one of those cut. I kind of want to use a 4 by 5 1/4 on the inside. I think I've got it. Oh, I mean, come on. Ask and ye shall receive. I don't want this. I want this about, what is it? It's over 1. I just want it 3/4. I think it's going to look even better the thinner it is. You know what? I think we're going to do it at half. Ooh, yeah. That's good. I'm feeling the grooviness of diagonal. I didn't even think of diagonal. No, that would be really cool. See? You guys are like ahead of me. I mean, this stuff's going to be so fun. The ideas you're going to teach me, I can't wait. We can put this on the outside of our card or the inside of our card. We're going to put our sentiment. We're going to put something on. I think we'll just do the thanks on. Well, they used, I believe, a stylish shape. A banner die cut. Oh my gosh. Also, if you are thinking about, or if you're a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin, get the extra dies this quarter. They're so cool. I think I have them in here. Jenny, you were supposed to remind me of that. Not really, Jenny. Yes, Circle of Season dies. Okay, they are what's called Circle of Season dies. 167277. You have to already be an active Paper Pumpkin subscriber to add these to an order. They're $12. But look at this. They've got the strawberry. They've got an acorn. They've got the word hello. A little flower. Another like an oak leaf. A beautiful circle with stitching detail. $12. And obviously they coordinate with the Paper Pumpkins for the next 3 months. So for July, August, September, you will find a way to use those. And also, you know, if you follow Rachel Tessman's Facebook group, Paper Pumpkin Fan Club, there's only about 1,000 different variations of the strawberry card over there. So Madison, you're going to have to tell your friend slash customer, if she hasn't already, and you as well, sign up to follow Paper Pumpkin Fan Club. It's a group put together by another demonstrator named Rachel Tessman, and it's like a flood of ideas. So many alternates. So it's really fun. Just know, though, that people start posting out there like the minute they get their items, and it might be before you get yours. So if you want to be surprised, you know, once it's like maybe the 12th of the month, stay away from there until you get your kit. That's all you need to remember. Okay, that is so cool. Look at that. I mean, come on. It's great. And then this, I think, can have the thanks on it. Let's see. The thanks is kind of thick. Let me see. Oh, it'll just fit. Because I don't want to cover up too much of this. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Oh, I was going to... No, I'm not going to put it on Secret C. Let's put it on white. Okay. With Secret C ink. I know, I said white like it was revolutionary. Really, I was thinking Daffodil Delight, and then I thought, no, don't do that. Who had butt surgery? Oh, good for you, Kim. You took an old lady nap. That's what we call, guess what we call that here in this house? A nap. Okay? So good job. I'm so glad you did. Doesn't it feel refreshing? Feels so nice. I mean, yeah. I didn't get one yet today. Well, obviously, I'm not going to have one. But I have them lots of days. I was, as I said, after I stopped work, I was like, I've got to play with this. It's so fun. There's our thanks. Again, look at that age. Dying. That's how you know you've become a real paper crafting nut. I'm dying over this font. Said every paper crafter, right? Okay, I'm going to do this little trick. Let's get tricky. I want to make this a little bit shorter. Not much shorter, but I don't want it to take up, I don't want it to go all the way down the length of the rainbow. Okay, like I saw it was going to overshadow the rainbow. So get your mini out. You don't have to use the mini, but when I want you to watch me. So we're getting the mini out. In this case, wait one moment. And no, hold on. What are you doing? I was trying to run off. Okay. Don't lose this. What happens sometimes? Okay. This is like a symmetrical shape. This is how you can use symmetrical shapes like this. Okay. So circle, not so much. Squares, absolutely. I'm going to bring this pretty close. We're going to put a little bit of linen thread right there as a bow. So I don't want to completely shut it off. And we're going to do a partial. Bring it back out. Okay. And then you've got a partial cut here. Okay. Now you're going to take this and bring it so that I want to make sure you can kind of see what I'm doing. This one's really, it's pretty easy to use the stylish shapes this way too. Because, just a minute, get out, Jackson Paul, get lost. have to stop me. Seriously. Annoying. You're just annoying. Oh, God. Nobody call this number. Scammer alert. Okay, I'm not even going to bother. Just let's go. And so anyway, how dare you, sir, interrupt my die cutting. I'm going to bring the tail up on this thing so that it's shorter than the real die cut. And I'm trying to fit this into the existing. There. You can feel it lock into those the little pin dot detail. And once you feel that, do this. And you can, yeah, it was pretty funny. Well, I mean, you probably saw this, but Kathleen, told me that she had gotten a friend request from me the other day. And so I just posted on my page, hey, if you get a friend request, it's not me, shocker. And then on that post, 2 people posted this silliness, like, oh, if you need someone to help you out, talk to this person. I was like, seriously? It's the hacking post. And you're hacking the hacking post? Get a life. Okay, so by doing that, I'm sorry we were interrupted by this idiot. But I have made this, I have shrunk this down a little bit, okay? And so that's how you can use a symmetrically shaped die cut. Basically, I make it any shape or any dimension, I guess. You can make it smaller than it actually is. If that wasn't quite clear, I do understand why. And so we can do it again, right? I know maybe they haven't been as bad. You know what, my business, I get a lot of them in Messenger now. They say like, contact us immediately. You've violated the rules, the policies, with a bunch of misspellings. I'm like, oh, I'm so nervous. Kind of like this guy. It's kind of like a car alarm. You don't even listen to him anymore. Whatever. Go away, dummy. Okay, linen thread. Now I had that out. Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh, I thought I lost it. Oh, you got a friend request from me too? Exactly. Like, we're friends. It already happened. I almost always do a double length of twine and thread. I just like it chunky, kind of like moi. Okay. We don't want this to overwhelm our rainbow either. So I think, did I get that okay? It's going to be kind of wild, kind of boho, right? I'm going to glue it up to the top, just like this. I'm going to use a glue dot. And then, if I can find it, I'm on a new roll. Guys, it is far out. It's groovy, baby. You guys know what I'm talking about. Someone tell me that character's name. He's in a purple velour suit. I used to say that if I ever got married, I wanted to marry that actor. Not because I was attracted to his looks so much, just because he is so... You would laugh hysterically every day. You'd be like, stop making me laugh. I'm trying to take the trash out. He'd be like, Ruby, baby. Okay, that's so cute. Let's put this up on our card base first before, that needs a trimmy trim. Corinne blocks them. Corinne, I'm kind of like a cat with a mouse. I like to tease them first. Stupid. It's immature of me, but you know what? They're immature. But yeah, if I don't have time, I go, whatever, I'll get you later. Okay, I am giving this, hey, has everybody put their, what's the best sandwich? If you came in late, that's the question of the night. What's the best sandwich? I didn't think of that question. It's a Stephen Colbert question, and he is so hilarious. So, um, anyway, I looked up his questionnaire one time, and I was asking my mom, and it was actually, I mean, some questions are funny, and some questions are like, what happens when we die? So, it was really fun to enlightening, I guess, to talk with my mom about that. I really, really enjoyed it. Okay, and then kind of want to put this up on dimensionals. Like I want to make it look like it's hanging off the rainbow, but maybe not. Maybe, oh, uh-oh. Now I think I want it down here. What do you think? Uh-oh. Now I'm going to ask you again. You know what? Let's just do that. I'm just going to do it because it's so cute. Down there. All right. Okie dokie. So, we do call this the day before Friday. And I'll be going into the office tomorrow, but then I think it's going to be all about Stampin' Up this weekend. I do plan on coming live with you on Sunday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Oh, I also, as I said, starting after I come home from work tomorrow night, I'm going to have a snack, and then I get to sit down and crank out some videos, which will be really fun. So, yes, you'll have videos for In Color Club and Zubilee. If you are a member of my team, you get all of my online content for free. So please think about that. If you are wanting the best deal that Stampin' Up! Has to offer, then join my team and get the starter kit. Place an order for $125 of product for only $99 plus tax. And you too will get to look at pre-orders early. You get the pre-order early. You'll get all the online content that I do for free. We have optional team meetings every month, which why wouldn't you want to be there? Okay. And all sorts of fun stuff. I really love my team. It brings a smile to my face. They're so fun. Okay, how many different sizes? I feel like there's just 2 sizes. Maybe 3 sizes. Anyway, they're all gorgeous. Okay, I am still glad I trimmed that down. It's just really tidy. And look at this cute little, I don't know, symmetrical design. But it's so fun with that cutie paper back there. And it is cutie. Okay, we are going to have a lot of fun with this in Zubilee. Please register for the class by the 5th if you're thinking about it, because you're going to get some of all of this beautiful product, and I'm going to design a class for you, and then you get to work along with me or pick and choose. Okay, do some of my designs, do some of your own designs. Okay, this was super fun. Don't forget about this. I want to see your ideas about using the flip-flops for shaker cards. And don't forget, you've got to put some tear and tape at the top, or your shaker card will only work one time, and then everything will shake out. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Please take a look at the events I have, both live and online. And I just appreciate you. So thanks for joining me tonight. I'll see you soon. Everybody have fun. Do a little bit of stamping this weekend, okay?